All right, y'all. Another episode of Deep Talk. Tell the folks who we got on the lens today, man.
Man, JONTEEZ, man, Mr. Late Night Grind, man. Like,
where you from? Where you representing out of? I don't know what's going on.
Man, where I'm from, man, I want to say it's a crazy story. You know, I'm born in 302, but born in Dover. Left I was 12, and then from 12 on up to my adult life, I've been living in Newcastle, from Newcastle Avenue, man. Shout out to everybody in Cash Ave, man.
Shout out to Ave, man. Shout out Cash Ave.
Respect to you. Thank you, bro.
So, for the folks that don't know, tell the people a little bit about what you do.
Man, like I said, radio personality for, got my own show, Late Night Grind. I right at WVUD in Newark, Delaware. And we've been doing this for like 12 years, man. Like we just celebrated our 12 years running just past October 2024.
Okay.
So been doing it for a minute, interviewing all the people that almost you can think of, man. But we support our own homegrown local stuff, man.
Right. So what days do y'all air? Is it on the weekends? Is it weekdays? Or
no, we are Sundays, man. Sundays, 3 p.m. 6 p.m. Check us out wvud.org. You know what I'm saying? If you can't listen to us in our local channels on 91.3. How
long has the Late Night Grind been going on? The Late Night Grind show.
12 years and counting, man.
12 years?
12
decade,
years
huh?
Counting, and decade, and plus 2 more. You know what I'm saying? Two more years on that, man.
Dang, man. That's heavy. So to be doing it 12 years and to be consistently doing it?
Yes.
Do you see any stopping going on right now, or is it slowing down, or no?
Nah. It's funny, like once you get started, it's kind of hard to stop. I love this shit, man. I love what the fuck I do, man. I really love what I do, and it's always good when you have a good solid team around you too that believes in the same vision as you, that also love the same kind of passion that we do. So man, like ain't no stopping, man. It's just too much. It's too much still that we gotta do. I say we as a team. So I look at myself, my team, man. We got too much we gotta do, man.
We definitely got a lot we gotta do. And I'm speaking when I say we, I mean it's for Delaware platforms.
Hell yeah.
We definitely have a lot that we gotta do. It's a lot of talent out here.
Yes, sir.
There's just a lot of things that people just need to know, period, in Delaware. One of the things I think is kind of cool, Deshaun Jackson.
Yes, sir.
He's coaching
at Del
State now. How you feel about that? You feel like that's going to bring more attention out here?
Well, I mean, it already is, man. I mean, when I first heard about, Deshaun Jackson, plus I'm an Eagles fan anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that made everything even more heightened for me that Deshaun Jackson coach at Delaware State University.
Shout out Eagles too, man. They going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my Eagles, man. You know what I'm saying? Go get that win, man. But when Deshaun Jackson came coach, it really heightened up a lot, especially with HBCUs. And it really changed the culture. As far as like bringing it more on the upward, as far as like with their sports programs, we all know their football team they've been struggling, just with anything else. But they're about Deshaun Jackson is going to get them guys back on the rise, especially with the players that he got coming into the school now. It's going to be something.
Right. Yeah, I think it's definitely going to be something. Definitely exciting. I think it's going. Yeah, it's definitely going to be something to see.
Think about it, homecomings, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine like Delaware, you ever been to Del State homecoming, and then now you got Deshaun Jackson there, and then now just think about it's already an atmosphere. Think about the atmosphere.
It's going to be even more lit now.
It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be ridiculous, man.
And also, like, economy-wise, what he's doing for the city of Dover already, and also the things of what he's doing for the state and also for the players, man. Like keep these Delaware athletes, keep them right here in our own schools, man.
Keep them home.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You got to. If you can,
If you can. So speaking on that, right?
Talk about it.
It's a lot of people that say, you got to leave Delaware to make it. How do you feel about that?
I would say leave if it makes sense of what you're trying to do. But in the same token, you can still create something or what you want to do right here at home. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, me personally, because honestly, I was thinking the same thing. Even with this radio shit, man. Like, I mean, I know there's gonna be opportunities. People probably gonna come at me and say, "Hey, we found something better or whatever. Come over here." But, I still feel like what I'm doing here at home, like nobody else is doing it. How we doing it? Especially on how we cater to like. I mean to tell you that we cater to like the local people, not just with the artists, just with the business people and just with anything we got going on locally. Like we're the only ones that's really supporting our own, especially radio wise. No other radio show. I mean, I'm talking about with 302. Nobody has done radio show wise on what the Late Night Grind has done. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can sit here and tell you about when I first started. Me and Big Mark, we was on Tuesdays, to Tuesday nights, 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. live, and just with the guests that we had, that the people that we had come through at like 1:30 in the morning, live radio. Come on, like nobody wasn't doing that.
Yeah, now 1:30 in the morning.
Nobody wasn't doing that, bro. Listen, bro. I mean to tell you, nobody wasn't doing that. No other station was doing that, and trust me, and I can bank on that. Real talk, but no one with the guests, and also with the, I ain't going for it too. At that time frame, we could talk like a little bit, maybe a little bit crazy, but we couldn't go off the Richter scale. But those were the best days of like LNGS from the 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. slot, man. That was the beginning. That was the beginning era.
Who's some of the people I used to have on there though? If you can go back a little bit, if you can name a couple.
I had we had Oskino. We had AR Ab. You know what I'm saying, before he went in, man. Well, of course that we had PD Crack. We had my man Nudie, Nudie 302. Shout out to Nudie. My man Blake the Brain. Just
Blake. Shout out Blake, man.
Yeah, shout out to Blake. That's my guy, man. Salute to Blake the Brain. And also we just had not too long ago, now Governor-elect Governor Matt Meyer.
Okay.
He definitely came on the show right before he got elected as governor of the state of Delaware. He came through, real cool dude. Showed mad love. So I mean that's just to name quite a few, man. If I name them all, trust me, we'll be here quite a while, man.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I had contacted Oskino. I tried to get Oskino on a platform. We talked. We had a conversation. He just,
yeah,
just what he wanted. I just don't, couldn't get it right now. So
right.
Well, we definitely gonna get him back at a later date. I definitely convo with Oskino.
You will enjoy that, man. He's a real dude. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna keep it always. Gonna keep all the way G with you. You know what I'm saying? No matter what conversation I'm talking about, that's one of the things I love when he came on my show, on the things we was talking about.
Now, being as though that you in the radio station and you listen to a variety of artists in Delaware.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that you feel like, got something going on right now as far as traction? Or it's just like all up in the air still right now? It's just...
Hey, are you talking about that's for the people that really has like that's got it right now?
Yeah, that's got it. Consistency and it's just the motion is just they keep working, they stand like it's coming across your desk. Cause I'm pretty sure music come across y'all all different type of times, all different type of
emails be crazy, emails be crazy, and but do I say for the people, it's so many people in the 302 that's doing it. First I want to say that I say as a unit, like I don't think unit wise, and also with him, just him doing the damn thing, CTF Bird. You know, you shout to everybody in the whole CTF camp, man, because they all move as a unit, and that's why they all, as a whole, they are successful. And you know, I can go ahead and also, you know, I can also go down like talk about if I go to talk about Dover, you know, just what he done. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say, shout out to Reese Stacks.
Shout out Reese Stacks.
Yeah, shout out to Reese Stacks. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, he raps Dover, like rap Dover hard. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just with the grind and everything that he has going on, because he's one of the best lyricists and best, you know, performers out there with them that can go toe to toe with anybody. You know, of course, you know, you got the man, it's too many names, man. You got the man. I gotta give a shout out to the ladies, man. Like Songbird the Goddess, Mo Nicole. You know, I gotta shout out to even R&B singers like Mylesia. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my little sis Mylesia. You know, still out here doing it, man. And also on back on the rapping tip, like Mercy 700. You know, like it just with it's so many good talent, man, and also good individuals that's out here, you know, just doing it, man. Like if I can, it's kind of hard for me to pick one.
Right. Yeah,
I'm gonna gravitate to the people that's out here that's serious about their stuff.
That you saying is consistent and grinding.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can't deal with no person that just started rapping yesterday, just thinking they put out a song or a video that quick and thinking that it's easy cakewalk. They go on the radio.
Think it's that easy, and
it's not, man. If I had to go through steps to get to where I'm at, yo, you gotta do the same thing, ain't
so it's to get on the radio station. What is the criteria exactly? Is it just consistency, or what's the criteria to get on the radio station?
I know with me, you know, the order to get on late night grind, it's not hard. You know, honestly, I would never really tell anybody no. You know, but obviously there's certain criterias and things like that. Like for example, you know, your song got like your business gotta be registered. You know, you gotta be through BMI, ASCAP. You know, you gotta show something. You know, where as if I play your joint, you know, your original song on the air, that I gotta make sure that you get some kind of residuals from that.
Right.
Because if I play your original song and it gets played on the airways, not even just my radio station, but any other radio station across the country, in that matter, you know, like that publishing money, you want that to come back to you. You know what I'm saying? But I would say register your music, register yourself. Make sure people send me clean versions, yo. Let me wear the camera. Yo, send me clean versions, man. Don't just make a dirty version. Send me clean versions, man.
Oh, they don't see you the whole way. They just send you the straight, dirty, low, just
some of them, not all,
joint.
Not all. You know what I'm saying? Which is good. You know what I'm saying? But you need a clean. I need a clean, a dirty, and also an instrumental, because it makes no point. I mean, just you send me dirty, then it's like I hit the delete button on a lot of emails because they send me the dirty versions. I mean, and also the quality of the song. You know, I tell people this. I could take somebody that has, you know, that might say that might have an average song, but they have the good quality. The sound's good. You know what I'm saying? But the song's all right. But it could be another artist, just the song fire. You know what I'm saying? But his quality's crappy. You know, and also he doesn't have a business order. So I'm gonna go with the person that has the average song, that has the quality, that has the business order, because I'm gonna look at that from jump. Because if music is dirty and they want to yo play this, it's getting deleted. You know, because I get too much emails in the day to be like wondering like, you know, like who I'm gonna play, especially if it make it easy, pretty much make it easier for me, you know, just to get your business in order and keep your music clean, man. That's all. It's simple, man. It's very simple, man. It's very simple, bro.
I've been, you know, interviewing entertainers and listening to these songs, man. It's a lot of talent out here, bro. It's a guy by the name of Blueski that I kind of, who's the artist again, bro? Blueski.
Oh, okay.
You heard of Blueski?
Yeah.
He's a singer, but he got like a little different type of style to him. He got like a country feel to him, and that's kind of different out here. Never heard that, and I think he got it if he stay consistent. He dropped a couple songs recently that I heard. Yeah, I think they might be something. I think he might be working with something.
And you know, and that's the thing, man. Like, you know, even with artists like him and any other artist in the 302, like, you know, it's all about your grind. If you can, have your grind and have your hustle and your business order. Keep that cohesive with one another, and I guarantee you, like, you're gonna get a lot of yeses for you, and a lot less more no's. You know what I'm saying? If you stay with that good formula, man. That's all artists.
That's what I learned. Just consistency. Just keep going. Like, at first, when I first started, of course, people ain't take me serious, so I had a lot of people not hit me back or deny my interviews just because I just didn't do them like that. But now, wow, I'm 30 interviews in right now. And it's like, and counting, because I got more that I ain't even dropped yet. I got some that I'm editing and in the vault that's going to drop soon. But as far as ones that's dropped and put out, it's 30 altogether right now. And I only been doing it for like a couple months. So it's like, now they taking me a little more serious.
Exactly.
So I'm getting more yeses than no's.
And yeah, because, you know, when I first heard about you, you know, I was like, yo, whoever this guy is, yo, like, he's dropping videos like this, and which is good, because you grab so many people's attention so fast and so quickly. You know, however you decided on your algorithm and everything, and making sure, you know, whatever works for you. And then when I seen your videos, I was like, yo, like, no, dude, this guy K, like, he snapped with this shit.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Just trying to do something different, man, out here. Like, I feel like I said, like, it ain't no platform for people out here. I mean, it's platforms out here, but a lot of them messy, man. They want to show fights and
talk about it,
report stuff that's not true. They just want to report a whole bunch of dirty stuff or negative things, which is sometimes it's needed or it's called for in certain situations, a little bit. But when you base your platform on that, that's not a good look for me, anyway.
Right. It's almost like, I mean, and it's don't knock the people that's doing that at all. You know what I'm saying? But it you know, it's like, for the ones that's doing that, it kind of like stunts your growth. You know, and it, you know, and then how are you going to be able to, you know, grow and be able to, you know, and also learn through your mistakes if you don't, you know, like, tap into other avenues, as well as just not miss, and don't look at just one thing that you do. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true. That's why I do all varieties. I do a variety of people, man. I don't just keep it on one
you snap
set genre or style. Like, I do everybody.
Yeah.
From addicts to the people that watch me, they already know. You know, the interviews, what I started with.
Yeah.
So it's just evolving, man. So as time go on, I'm trying to get into politics, politicians. I'm trying to interview them. So it's going, you know, it's going to evolve, but absolutely, I want to keep it like a wide range, you know.
And once you start tapping into the other areas, you're gonna be like, oh man, like, it's gonna be a whole nother world. You're gonna be like, yo, I knew I expect this, but I ain't think if this
gonna be like happen, this. Yeah,
it's gonna open up your brain more. You're gonna be like, oh shit, okay. Now you're gonna be like, okay, it's go time now.
It's go time now. Yeah. So, like, all right,
talk to me, bro.
Let's talk about gatekeeping a little bit. How you feel about that?
Gatekeeping, meaning withholding
information.
Like,
with those withholding information that could potentially help you, that could potentially help the next person.
I'm all for like, you know, helping individuals. Like, you know, it's selfish. It's real selfish for people to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I remember when, like, I was asking individuals, even on my come up days, you know, trying to get my foot into radio, and, you know, and it was information on certain things where people weren't telling me. And then also I had individuals that did tell me, certain things on, how to get to, how to get to where I'm going. But man, but bottom line, I just think gatekeeping, man, it's a really selfish mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because I want somebody after me that's gonna be better than me. Because if you're not helping, or someone that's hungry that wants to do the same thing as you, and you're not give them the information, and you see like yo, this do the next thing, you be a fool like to withhold some information for him or her,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole thing. Matter of fact, even perfect example with that question, I feel as though if you gatekeep it, if you know you got something that can help somebody else thrive and be great, then how you gonna receive your blessing from God? You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah, because, and I'm at the age now, it's like I'm in a helping business for the people that need to be helped. And I feel as though the more people I help and it's genuine, now I feel like I'm gonna get blessed 10 times over more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think gatekeeping is selfish, and it's also like, to me, it's a really like a devilish mindset. If you got information, don't give it to them, man. Like what good is it withholding it, and then God forbid something happened to me, then how can I if I ain't pass the information on, then that person would be screwed, or whatever the case may be, man.
Yeah, I interviewed somebody, and we talked about gatekeeping. They feel like you shouldn't give somebody your whole recipe. Like they feel like, some people feel like I work too hard. Some people feel like you can't give them the information. Like as far with, I don't know. It's kind of complicated.
It's kind of like a catch-22 phrase with that. But me personally, I feel as though you got to give it, man. You have to, and especially for somebody that's looking up to you, or that just need, like, especially for, it's you got to give it, man. You can't hold that on, because at the end of the day, more information is gonna come. We're gonna get more information, like coming to us, and whatever information you give, you know what I'm saying, then you can, it's almost like we can hold the whole information, but for so much. If you hold all that in, my God, that's gonna do something to your body, man. Like,
I just look at it like, you could show somebody how to do something.
That too.
You could tell them how to do it. Yeah. But that don't necessarily mean they're gonna do it the way you do it. So a lot of people don't want to show people things because they fear of somebody outshining them. They teaching them how to do it, and they learning it and perfecting it and outshining them with the same thing they just taught them.
But here's my thing though, like even if like that person like does more than you, either way, that person's still gonna come back to you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like pretty much as their mentor, as they, they help you be part of be a part of their whatever it is they doing when they get to a certain status. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, and that's your blessing right there too. It's like that person didn't forget you. Like, hold on, this person helped me out and gave me a whole bunch of information. That person applied it for themselves and did very well with it. And then, like, you don't think that individual is gonna come back and be like, yo, I appreciate everything you did for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did this with information. Now I want you, to come with me. You know what I'm saying? Or I can do this for you now. Wherever it is you couldn't get here, I did this for you just all because on the strength of you gave me the information to help me get to where I needed to be. And that but you gotta be a selfless individual to have that kind of heart, though. You know what I'm saying?
And some people are like that.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, without a doubt.
And some people not even used to having attention and used to be able to do something, and let alone do something nobody else can do. So yeah, it's like, some people let that get to their head, and that's how that whole gatekeeping thing.
And also it takes maturity too. It takes a lot of maturity, to get to that.
It definitely takes a lot of maturity.
Hell yeah.
A lot of growth.
Yes.
Maturity and growth, man.
I had to go through it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was asking a whole bunch of people questions to help me get to where I'm at, I asked my man, shout out to Rob J, you know what I'm saying? They used to be on Kiss 1.7, you know what I'm saying? He's now a school teacher. Salute to him, man. Changing kids' lives.
Shout out to him.
definitely a shout out to DJ Big Ant, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ Shorty T, shout out to the OG Shorty T, man. They gave me hella wisdom, you know what I'm saying, right before I started this show, man. Told me, I remember the exact words he told me. He said, yo, you're a commodity now, so you better get yourself ready. I honestly kind of knew what he meant, but I didn't really know it until when certain things started happening, as far as like people asked me, you know, about try to acquire me, go on the show or do this or any other thing that might going on, you know, involving like the radio world or whatever it may be. So definitely salute those guys, man. Humbly respect to y'all, man.
Salute to them. So, you know, before we get up out of here, I'm gonna ask you this.
Yeah.
What's some of the trials and tribulations you had to go through in this radio station to get to where you at now? Like, what's some of the obstacles you had to go through for somebody that's trying to do what you do, being radio?
Yeah.
What is some of the things should they expect?
I'll say on the trials and tribulation part, you know, like, I mean, I'm gonna get to your question, but
no, go ahead. No, answer
it's just a follow up.
Yeah, that's cool. Answer the
like people.
That's for you.
People don't even know like what I had to do to get to this point, man. Like, I was working 2 part-time jobs to make sure I have a full-time job check, to make sure I didn't have a car at the time. I lost my vehicle. And I was catching the bus while I was living in Dover. When I moved back to Dover, like in 2010, and then I had to catch the bus. This is when I was on. When the show changed my hours, I was on from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. Yeah. This is when I was on 1 a.m. to 3, and then it changed me. Now I'm on a little bit earlier time from 11 to 1. So I remember I used to catch the bus, the last bus leaving Dover, the 301, to come up to Christiana Mall, to get off there, catch the 33 or the 6 to come out to Newark, and I might get here around like 8:30ish, 9, you know, and I used to where we at? I used to sleep in the lounge. You know what I'm saying? I just sleep in the lounge, take a nap, wait for the fellas to come in, you know, you do the show. And then sometimes they might be like, yo, like, because they was living up here in Newcastle County, because I moved back down to Kent County, down in Dover at the time frame. And, you know, it was times where I slept right on that couch, bro. I slept on the couch here at the station. I had to get up in the morning to catch the bus, like at 5 in the morning.
Grinding.
People don't understand that, you know what I'm saying? Like that, those are some of the stories of my trial and tribulation. I would say those are my trial and tribulations, because everything after that came easy to me. You know, but I mean, I think that people don't understand. Like they don't it was a fire. You know, but I didn't want to stop. There was no quit in my blood. That I knew where this was going. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I had a supporting cast. You know, I couldn't let down. So, but those are my trials and tribulations. But what, as far as what people want to get into this business, what you expect to get hated on, of course. Expect to learn how to adapt to hard, difficult times, because everything's not gonna come your way. And
are you talking about hate as far as with other radio stations, or hate within the radio station, or both?
I would say hate within probably other stations, but it was never really said, you know what I'm saying? It was more like kind of like, you know how you can feel people's energy.
Somebody saying something.
Somebody saying,
when somebody do something slick, and it's when it's towards you.
Yeah. I had people throw monkey pictures, you know what I'm saying, at me all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, of course I'm not gonna say no names, you know what I'm saying? But it's just the fact of, you know, like when you're doing something good, no matter what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like those things are gonna happen, you know what I'm saying? So it's just about, as me, what can I do to adapt to not really take that seriously, and basically just learn how to move around it just with anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically it with that part. You know what I mean? I just try to keep it simple with this shit, man.
Listen, man, I appreciate you coming on my platform, bro.
No, respect to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Also, words of advice to you. I just want to say, yo, you keep pushing, you keep moving too, man, because you already, because just what Shorty T told me, like, you're a commodity now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need more new faces, new cameramen, new people doing this type of stuff, and just you reaching out is a blessing, because I can't say no more, man. So respect to you. You know what I'm saying? You keep
appreciate
pushing.
that, bro.
Good brother.
I appreciate that, man. That's the goal. Keep going.
Yes, sir.
Open Delaware up. Give everybody a chance to tell a story and let people know what they got going on, because you never know who's watching.
Correct.
With this internet, it's like, yeah, we in Delaware. It get posted. It's like people in LA might be watching it. People in Atlanta might be watching it.
People in Africa might
be watching. A whole different country.
Right.
With this internet, people need to understand. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Even with the radio station, people need to understand, man. The reach is crazy.
And even in like now we're more in the podcast era, I still say radio is still strong. You know what I'm saying? I think not even just with where I'm now with us, or with other radio stations, that's just trying to find new creative ways, like on a marketing tip. You know what I'm saying? On how to keep the attraction. You know what I'm saying? To keep the people listening to today's shows and stuff. And I know before we end this thing, I just want to say, yo, shout out to my team, man. Shout out to DJ Big Mark. Shout out to DJ Dev with 3 V's, man. Shout out to DJ G1. Shout out to my manager, Muff, Working Together LLC. Man, like, without them, man, like, yo, like it wouldn't be no late night grind. And also shout out to the people that before me, all the former co-hosts and all the former DJs, that volunteered their time and helped me, to make Late Night Grind show for what it is, man. So y'all know, so any DJs or any former co-hosts that helped me out with the Late Night Grind, man, trust me, like, respect to y'all, man. Respect to y'all craft, man. Respect to y'all, man, for real, man. Thank y'all. Salute.
Respect for you for giving the flowers. You just said something and I want to pick it back on right quick.
Talk to me.
Do you feel like the podcast is kind of pushing out radio, podcasts and platforms? Do you feel like it's pushing out radio?
Whew. I say where everybody now in 2025, and of course even a few years back, when everyone's more in the visual world, everybody wants to see people's faces and hear people talk just as well as like how we have people doing the radio say is no different. But I think it has, I'm to a certain degree, I'm gonna keep it honest, but I'll say there are even certain podcasts, it's like, it's kind of like pick and choose, just like, do I want to hear people talk all the time? I mean, which would be good conversations, you know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
It's a lot of podcasts I listen to, but, or do I want to hear like a mixture of some music and also some talk, and have a nice good combination of a good blend between the two. It's kind of like a pick and choose of now what you want to hear. As far as when podcasts came into the world, kind of give people more of an option of really what's their flavor, what's their taste.
What they want to listen to.
Yeah, but it's conversation. It's really up to, I know me in radio, because I can do both, which is no problem. But it's really, if you're in radio, it's just really just going back on a marketing scheme, marketing wise, getting creative on just keeping the listeners listening to you. You know what I'm saying? Or how much you can.
That was a good answer.
It's real, because it's really. You gotta look on the business sense. It's like it's kind of like pick your poison. You know what I'm saying?
Pick your poison. Yeah. I didn't think of it like that. Cause I was just thinking of like, man, it's not too many, ain't too many people listening to the radio like that, especially the younger crowd. Even with the podcasts then with the phones and the YouTubes and the different music platforms they can listen to, it's like, I feel like it's harder. I feel like it's just harder to listen to radio now. It's It's literally harder. I know for me, it's literally hard to listen to it. It's hard listening to radio.
Let's talk about that because and I'm so glad you brought that question up because I'm a realist. Like I'm gonna speak about the good and the bad of this shit because I'll say on the bad part about radio, like just in general, like I don't like where I'm hearing the same old songs every single time.
That's the radio do that. The rotation is crazy. I know Power 99. I love Power. I grew up on Power 99. But it's like they do that. Respect to them, but they be recycling them joints.
And it's so much music, so much artists out here, and it's so much other music out here that can be played, and the songs is just as good as they're playing right now on the radio. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just with any commercialized station. And it's so much other music, that's out there that still can get played, and that's why I see why now artists be like, you know what, man, F radio because we ain't getting played. You know what I'm saying? We'll just make a video and put it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Put it on Spotify and just let the streams go up that way. I mean, in which, it can work in their favor, and which 9 or 10 times, because that's really the way it is. But in the same token, I just feel like if radio really wants to get back into where getting the people where they want to listen to it a lot more, change up the sound, give more independent artists, give them more plays on the radio, and honestly, man, just with radio, just like be different, man. Like to have some real conversations, talk about some things on the air where, just as well you see podcasters talk about and mix it in with some good music. It's just too much music for the same fucking shit being played on the radio. And I'm on radio and I'm saying that, and that's real. But I can't.
No, I feel you. No, I feel you 100%.
And that's why here at the station, we had on Late Night Grind Show. We play a lot of local artists. Of course, we played like the major stuff too, but also I play stuff like West Side Gun and Stove God Cooks, like Larry June. Like I'm just speaking to other I'm like independent artists that's on a major level that the other radio station won't play. But most of the stuff we play, it's a lot of local stuff, a lot of local 302 talent in the surrounding areas, but mostly 302 homegrown, man.
I like that, man. I appreciate it for, giving 302 a platform for, not saying that you personally, but working for the platform that's giving the locals a chance to, but you still decide what you play on here too, so you play a major part too.
Heck so, because at the end of the day, I still feel like, I mean, it must have getting shot to Big Ant. He was like, he said, JONTEEZ, man, he did a lot for the state, bro. And I was like, I appreciate that, but I really don't think it like I did a lot for the state because I worry about the next thing, after we did this show, I worry about the next time we're gonna be on the air. Like, how can we make this better? And then that's always kept me going the past 12 years. You know what I'm saying? I always look at myself, how can I get better? How can we get better? How can we entertain the people more to keep us engaged? How much, making sure that are we talking too much? Playing too much music too much? It's almost like a melting pot. It's almost like I'm a radio chemist. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to keep the right blend of, of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Together to keep the attraction to us. But yeah, man, it's people think it's easy, man. This job's not easy sometimes, man. But that's on the back end of stuff. That can be talked about another day.
That's because you make it look easy, man. A lot of us make this stuff look easy, but it's really not easy. It's complex, but we've been doing it and we learned it. And we just make it look easy, bro.
Absolutely, man.
That's what I tell everybody, bro. Oh, it looks so easy, man. Trust me.
It's just not, man. Especially with the stuff like with the meetings. I go the meetings, and people think I just press a button and say it's 91.3 FM, the Late Night Grind Show. And you know what I'm saying? It's not, man. Like I gotta go through like FCC stuff. You know, I gotta make sure I'm following like the radio station rules. Like, you know, I gotta make sure I attend like general meetings that we have. Like it's, and also not even that, outside of radio. You know, like also making sure I go to places like Icons or Delaware Music Network. You know, just seeing like who's the next talent out here, you know, what, like who's out here performing, like listening to different artists, like going to these open mic nights, you know, just having my face out here in these streets as much as I can. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I got that's why it's a good thing to have a platform like mine.
Yes, sir.
At times you don't have the time to go out to these places, to these icons, different places. Go right online, tap into this Delaware platform. Yes, let's see what let's see what talent they got going on up here. You know what I mean? A lot of talent been on my platform, music, entertainment.
Yeah, and
wise, and
just like with you, bro.
It's crazy.
Like, just imagine like if everybody, and that's when the 302, no matter what it is that you're doing, if everybody just combined this shit together, like with the love and the dedication, hard work that we, no matter what we do. Mm-hmm. Man, my God, I mean, you know how much like people are gonna be like, oh snap, you see what they're doing in Delaware? I mean, they hear about us, they know where we at. You know what I'm saying? I think the people, the important people, I guess. Well, how can I word this? I'm gonna say important people. I guess the people that helps, you know, run shit, you know, on a major level. You know, I guess they're waiting for us to really get it together. I guess. Like
we gonna get it together, and this our year.
Yes, it is.
We gotta force them to come to us.
Yeah, absolutely, because enough of them. Because I'm not saying we should go to them, and we should, but you know they should come to us. And also, like, let me ask you this right quick. I always want to ask you this. Mm-hmm. Like, someone told me that 302 has a chip on their shoulder, meaning that. Remember when you were younger, listen to the radio or listen to a song on the radio. And people always say, yo, where Jersey at? Where Philly at? Where Virginia at? Where Baltimore at? Like, you know, they always skip over Delaware.
I know.
Yeah, he says, and then like, and then people would be like, oh, like, why do people like Delaware got a chip on their shoulder? Is because I'm like, what you mean? Because people always, if you're born in here or from here, or if you migrated here and you was a kid and you grew up here in Delaware, like, because people never really give us our respect, man.
They don't give us our respect.
With nothing.
And that's why I said we gotta force them to come to us.
Correct.
And make them give us our respect.
Correct.
Stay consistent. Keep working.
Yes, sir.
Keep networking. Mm-hmm. Keep it in home. Try to keep it in home as much as you can without going. Try to get as big as you can without going outside of home. If it's to a point to where it's something that you gotta do outside of home do it. Cool, but I would encourage people, if you can stay in home as much as possible, stay in house as much as possible.
And also, if you are gonna go out, you know what I'm saying, which is important. Now, I'm not saying that's not important, because it is important. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You definitely, if you're gonna go out, man, get the information. Like you said, with the gatekeeper, get the information, bring it back home. Get the information wherever it is over there, bring it back home. You tell us. And then it's up to us if we want to apply it to ourselves or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. And then just let the chips fall where they lay at, man. You know what I'm saying? But anything else, man, like, it's just too much going on in 302. That's just like nah, like I can't do anything. I can't do anything anywhere else because I'm right in the mix of everything. Like I really have radio, like, as far as Newcastle County is concerned and the surrounding areas that the station that we cover. I'm not to toot my own horn, but it's really we it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really are it. You know, Sundays from 3 to 6. You know, I look at, like, I'm gonna say this right quick. I look at my show as like, all right, everybody. I look at my show as like Martin. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody can't wait to watch Martin or listen to it, whatever. I treat it as such like that. You know, as like, for example, Martin was on for half an hour each week. You know, which is 2 hours a month. You know, we on for 3 hours each week. You know, 3 times 4 is 4 weeks in a month, and that's 12 hours. So you're gonna get 12 hours a month from us. You know, and there's so much information, so much music, so much stuff that we're doing that, you know, I always look at that as like we're prime time. You know, so we hit that button, you know, we're prime time.
Prime time.
Real talk, man. And that's what it is, man.
I appreciate you coming on the platform, man.
Thank you once again, man.
Hopefully we'll have you back on here, man. Anytime you want to come, hit me. Yo, okay.
Course,
That's what we talk about. I need to get back on here.
Hey,
You're more than welcome, man.
I can tell you something too, man. You got open doors, man. You know, well, you got open doors, man. Like anytime you want to come to the station, man. Listen, like if I got any people coming through, you want to get some visuals for you, for your content, you know, or whatever. Like this is what I'm about. Like I treat this like I don't give a fuck, but I give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I have a real humble attitude about this, man. Man, make sure y'all follow me at LNGS 302. Follow me at JONTEEZ 302, JONTEEZ 302, man. Late Night Ground Show, man. Let's get it.